Hi, everybody. This is GM John Fedorowicz wrapping up today's round. It was a very good round, round 5 of the Alti Box Norway Chess Tournament, and I will be doing 2 game of the days, both decisive games, and we're going to start off with Topalov against Grandelius. An interesting game in a Ruy Lopez. When I was doing the show with Danny, we thought that White had a nice advantage, and the way Topalov took advantage and came to get the full point was pretty impressive, actually. He just put steady pressure on Grandelius's position. And I think the point where Grandelius went wrong is pretty early in the opening. I think by taking on d4 and giving Topalov the center and then capturing c5, Topalov played d5. It led to a Benoni kind of position where Topalov had good attacking chances on the king side. Topalov was always keeping an eye on the king side, and Grandelius never really got any kind of activity going to distract Topalov from what he was trying to do. So let's take a fast look. Ruy Lopez, no Berlin, although you got to give the Berlin credit. It does what it's supposed to do. It makes a lot of draws, and on this level, with the black pieces making draws, it's a good thing. So bishop e7, slow game. Topalov just takes his time. h3, all regular Ruy Lopez stuff. Now Topalov puts his bishop here, where there's no idea of knight a5 now. If instead he played bishop to b3, then we would get the regular Ruy Lopez stuff. So that's why he played bishop to c2, staying away from the knight a5 ideas. And black plays knight e7 to bring a knight here, also to control the center with c5. And Topalov made a good move, hitting at the center right away, threatening to win a pawn. Grandelius plays knight g6, defending the pawn, of course. And Topalov does his usual Ruy Lopez regrouping idea, bring the knight to g3, overprotecting his pawn and also massing his pieces on the king's side. This was the moment that me and Danny decided. Now, it wasn't a decisive mistake, but Danny showed games that went like this, and normal slight edge for White, but really with proper play, black should be able to keep things under control. Also, we have to look, c5 looks like another pretty good choice for black. So Grandelius's choice was to unbalance the position. We feel that's what contributed to his loss. And during the show, me and Danny King, GM Danny King from England, we couldn't find any proper counterplay for black. We really had a hard time. And c5 and, of course, d5. So you get the unbalanced type of Benoni position. Black's on the queen side, White's on the king side, with the 5-3 and some pressure against the king. Knight g3, a5. I thought during the game that a4 was a good move, getting squares, but I can't really criticize Topalov's play. I thought he just played very well in this game. Bishop e3, just developing a move. a4, expanding on the queen side, controlling some squares, but in the end, Grandelius's demonstration didn't really amount to much. Bishop to d3, hoping to soften him up. Just went rook b8, and he retreated. It was amazing. Danny, I liked Danny's ideas. Danny was trying to go faster with here in f4, but Topalov just doesn't allow him to trade, completely bundles him up, and deprives black of any kind of counterplay. And knight back, good move. Maybe getting ready for f4. Grandelius went here, and then Topalov played pawn to b3.